What's up, guys? So, look, I'm sure a lot of you are just like, what is going on in the crypto market? What is Bitcoin doing? Is the top in? Is the bottom in? And today I want to go over those few things as quick as possible, kind of show you exactly why I believe what I believe. I mean, anyone who, followed my video, I think it was just before, so it was about the 30th of August around there, I shared that September is going to be bullish, which so far I am right in terms of the last 2-3 weeks. We could turn around here, but let me show you exactly what I'm seeing and make sure to understand what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Let's go into the Bitcoin chart and I'll show you exactly like what I'm looking at. Yeah, so you guys can kind of see. So hopefully you guys can see the screen. Now what I will do though quickly is also make sure I'm sharing my entire screen. So I want to show you guys a post that I made about 3 days ago, actually. I said the top is in, and top is in, I mean, the pullback is coming. The reason is because, we're at an area of interest I've marked out. We had the triple witching and we also had the new moon. So when it's a new moon, we always have a bit of a pullback. You can see here, pullback, 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 pullback. Doesn't mean that this means it's going to go all the way down here. Right now we're actually in this area, which is 111,608 to 113,795. If we don't hold this area, as I shared 3 days ago, we could come all the way down to 105 to around 100 and 100. It was 105, I think, somewhere around there. I'll show you guys on the chart now, but I just wanted to show you guys this because this is exactly what's happened right now. So, yep. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm just going to double check with my Zoom quickly. Yep, you guys can. Cool. So awesome. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to work out, obviously we've got support, we've got resistance. I do a daily update every single day on this. So we're using the exact same chart I've been sharing every day. Sorry, my alert's going off on Sol. Hopefully it doesn't go off again. So look, what we want to do, guys, is figure out where we're at right now in terms of the bullseye zone. So how we do that, guys, is we get something called the Fibonacci, and we literally go from the bottom of the move to the top of the move. So right now this is a wave. We'll go from here, and you can see at the moment we're in this zag zone is what we call it. So I'll just quickly draw it up. So it's a 382, 0.5, and 618. Now let me just put this in so you guys can see it. I would change it to green. Okay, so right now we're in that zone that I did share with you guys in that that photo I just showed you guys before. So we're in that zone. So as long as we hold above the 100 EMA in this area, I think we should be good, because it's always good to see, right, bullish market structure, stuff like that. Like you don't want to see something just goes straight up. Like, I don't know why people think they want that, where it just goes like this. That's not healthy at all. So, yeah, so as you guys can see, it's created that higher low at the moment. And as I shared with you guys, like, what I like to do is I like to label where liquidity could be. So you can see right now we haven't taken much liquidity, but we have gone to like an area where there is a lot of buyers. So we want to see us definitely step in here. If we don't, it's not good. It doesn't mean that the top is in. Like, I don't believe the top's in. I believe there's still one more leg up and then the top's in. But let's just see. So for example, what I think is going to happen is what we're going to do, guys, and I don't know if you guys already know about this, but you want to label where internal liquidity is. So you can see here, prices come up and never taken out anyone who had stop losses here. Prices come up here, and did we have any of these stop losses taken out? Not really, because people would have had to stop loss here or under here. Okay, so there's liquidity also in this area here. So based off the fact that the liquidity there, that means, obviously market makers could come down, take out that liquidity, take out this liquidity if they wanted to, and then go up, because that means they're going to have more liquidity to move the price up. Because market makers have so much money, if they are to buy right now, they would lose money. Like, they actually wouldn't make money from doing that. So the way they do it is they liquidate where liquidity could be, and then they use that to then bring the price up. So that's how they work. So based off that, the next area what I would do is I'd mark out, obviously, the Fibonacci zone. So if we go from this low to, sorry, the high, and we mark out that area, I also like to say, like, I like to go where, see where these yellow lines are. So the pocket does end here, but because it could be manipulation just to take out liquidity, I believe the area when we want to look at is this area here. So from the 786 to the 618, which is not a common place I normally do, but the reason why I've done it is one, it would take out the liquidity here and here, and we'd also bounce off the 200 EMA. So the 200 EMA is this blue line here. So that's kind of where I think will happen if we do not hold here. I hope we hold here. I believe possibly the low of the month is already in, but I can be wrong, and that's okay. As a trader, we don't just try to be right. We try to make sure we are prepared for every outcome that can happen. Because you don't make money from being right. You make money from being from trading the right way, from trading the right direction. So if it goes from bullish to bearish, then you don't want to stay obviously bullish. You want to go bearish. So the worst thing that we would want right now is if we came down, took out this liquidity, created a lower high. That is it's very, very bullish, very, very bearish. What you'd want is manipulation, is if this doesn't hold, come down, take out liquidity, bounce up the 200 EMA, and then create a higher high. Do you see that? Yeah, we create the lower low, but we created a higher high, which is bullish. But if we came up and rejected here, then that's bearish. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So the lowest it could go down to is around 103,876, and 108,195 is the zone I'm looking at. So I just wanted to show you guys that so you could understand. Now, the other thing that I look at, guys, is not just that, is also you want to look at the sentiment, right? And the sentiment right now is very, very bearish, which you don't get that. Like, no one ever times a top. Everyone is euphoria. They're excited. Like, it's going 100K. Then you get the top. We did not get that. So for me to believe that we're in a, we've hit the top and we're going down lower than we are, like, it's very hard to believe. I mean, if you look at this, in the last 1 hour, we had 674 million longs liquidated, which means obviously price went down and liquidated anyone who thought price was going up, which is obviously what we're seeing. Then you look at the 4 hour, we had 1.06 billion longs. And you know how much shorts were liquidated? 36.74. In the last 12 hours, we've had 1.5 billion longs liquidated, which is a lot of liquidity, by the way, and 55.8, shorts. So, based off that, guys, to me, it's very obvious that we should go up because that's where the majority of the liquidity is up. We've just liquidated mostly all the long liquidity and everyone's already short. The only reason why price would go back down is if everyone is actually long. But you can see here, it's 46% people are long, 53% people are short, which makes no sense for them to go after more longs when everyone's actually more bearish than they are bullish, right? You want to do the opposite to what everyone's thinking. So the max pain price, we've already hit 115K. That's why there's so much liquidations. So the other thing you have to look at, guys, is volume. Was volume confirming that move up? It was confirming the move down, yes. So that's not great to see. What we want to see now is a higher low printed from here, just like on Bitcoin. So we're going to watch this. ETF inflows, I don't really care about. I just wanted to show you guys this website. It's called whaletrades.io. It's amazing. It has everything you need. It shows you the volume heat maps, alt season index, every coin that you're in, if they overbought, they oversold, the coin sentiment on each coin, money flows. Like, it's really, really cool. Like, I really enjoy going through all this. Also, it has like all the news events as well, like your trading calendar, which is really cool as well. So as you guys can see here, this is Bitcoin, right? And you can see there's quite a lot of liquidity above. Not much of below. We've already taken out most of it. We've got some of this like here at 111, 111.16, which could be revisited because this is a very strong push. But if we're bullish, we want to remain above where this the trap liquidity is. And what I mean by that, guys, is if we go on, say maybe the 1 hour, not even the 1 hour, maybe 15-minute. If this is the bottom of this move, what we want to see is price not go probably like we don't want any prices probably closing. Let me just show you guys. We don't want prices closing pretty much anywhere below here. We want anyone who's gone short to now be trapped. And that means if the price comes up, because these people are going short, their stop loss is probably somewhere, if you depend on their leverage, they'll get liquidated. So that's the reason why the market would do that. It will pretend to go down, trap the traders, and then we'll go up. So that's what I wanted to show you guys quickly. So to go back to that, you can see all the liquidity is above, like a lot of liquidity. So that is something you have to remember, is right now, if you're a market maker and you wanted to make a lot of money, where would you go? You would go up. Okay. The other thing, guys, is look at the fear and greed index. It's 44. Maybe they need to make it a lot like extreme fear to scare even more people and think people to make people believe that the bear market's here and the top is in. That's definitely possible. But I don't know. To me, it's just it doesn't feel like we're at the top here, especially with something like 44. And you can also see, guys, here, I shared this on my last video. It's called the Bitcoin MVRV. When the yellow goes across the green, where is it? The other way around? When the yellow goes above the green, that's when you're obviously going to be bearish. As it, you can see here, the yellow crossed above the green, and that was like 16th of March of 21. Then we had the dump, and then you can see here again. This is obviously the top of 2021. Right now, we have, wait, is it the other way around then? Maybe I'm getting this completely wrong. Oh, yeah, sorry. So there we go. The Bitcoin MVRV is the green. So yeah, once the green's above, that's when we know that we're going to top. And you can see this whole run, that green hasn't even gone above. Hasn't even gone above. Has it gone above here? It has gone above here. But that's not right now. So right now you can see we are not above. So I think that was like the Trump pump. Yeah, it was. So that makes a lot of sense. And then obviously we corrected into the tariffs, and right now the green is not above. So to me, the top's not in from that. And also you guys can look at this on CoinGlass on the same website. These are all on the same website. That no of the bull market peak indicators are saying that we're at the top. Like none of them have confirmed. So out of 30 indicators, 0 have hit, which is crazy. The other thing I wanted to show you guys on here as well was also another fear and greed index. I wanted to show you guys. I think it's this one. Yeah. So what this is showing you the levels where people will get liquidated. Okay. So right now there's more liquidity again above. So where the most liquidity is right now is at 113,000. The next one would be, and there's also 113,000, 113,000. So there's just more liquidity going like long, right? So the shorts, there's like nothing at 103. There's nothing at 104, 108. There is a lot at this level, 116,000, 111,000. So there is a chance that we do come there. Right now, we're obviously at 112,577. So it's definitely possible, but it's more likely we go up from here than down. But there's a chance that we come down, take out that liquidity, and then come up. But you can see going lower just makes 0 sense because there's 0 liquidity there. I just wanted to show you guys like actual reasons why I'm more bullish and bearish right now. So I wanted to show you guys that. What else could I show you? I could show you something that I'm thinking that might be playing out now, which is if we look at, for example, so just so you guys understand, this is obviously Bitcoin, right? What I like to do is look at the inverse of Bitcoin, which is USD, which is the US dollar. So right now you can see the US dollar, so USDT dominance. When this goes up, Bitcoin goes down. That's just how it works. Now how did I find this bear zag zone, guys? What I simply did is I think I went from this point here to this point down here. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's hit the 382, so that's a very strong level of reject. We could hit the 0.5. So pretty much what I'm seeing, guys, is if so just so you guys understand, I'm pretty sure like the bear zag zone, I think it was from that point to that point. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's there. It's rejecting. But what could happen, guys, is what I shared to you on. Okay, I can show you this. So what I think what could happen is this comes up a little bit more higher. You know, makes people believe we're going up, then rejects and then goes down. Right? It's a manipulation. Take out liquidity here. Take out liquidity here, because obviously there'll be stop losses here, come up, take them out, and then go down. And that could happen again on Bitcoin. So the opposite, obviously, on Bitcoin, what we're seeing is we could come down, take out liquidity, and then go like that. Because obviously, if UST dominance goes up, Bitcoin goes down. But based off how the move on there, yeah, you'd probably more expect it to do more of like a double bottom here and then take off. But like I said, because there's liquidity there, but based off what I'm showing you guys on here, on this one, no, like this one, there actually isn't much liquidity at those levels. So the only one where the liquidity is 110,433 and 111,6. So 110,443. Yeah, it's like around there, and 111,600. So, you know, it's just like this little area here. So there's not much liquidity here. So you wouldn't expect it to go down there, but obviously anything's happened and we should always prepare for it, especially because we've had 3 down closed candles, which is bearish candles on the weekly, which usually causes a major correction. As you guys can see, last time we had 3 red candles, this one, this one, this one. What happened? We had a little bit of obviously a rise, and then we went back down. And this has happened many times. So I just wanted to show you guys that it is a pattern that plays out. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And also, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, this is pretty much the money that's going into Bitcoin. We could just reject where we are right now. Sorry, let me just go on the daily. We could just reject here and start to go down, which is great for alts. Or we could have a bit of a pump. Now, again, where would that go to if we get this area here from there down to there? And we mark out our zone, which is going to be from the 618 to the 382. So it's going to be called our bear zag zone. So let me just go reversal. So there is a chance, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there is a chance that we come up, maybe take out there and go down. Maybe. So we're going to watch that. But right now, that resistance is holding extremely strong. So you can see prices rejected, prices barely come up, prices rejected once again. So it's going to be interesting to watch. But yeah, I really hope you guys can now understand what I'm seeing. I mean, if you look at others' dominance, which is where altcoins are, this also can be pretty bullish as well. We've managed to stay above there. We've created bullish market structure. So what I mean by that is you can see here, higher low, higher high. This could be a higher low. So it's still remaining bullish. The only time we start to get very bearish on alts is to break below here. That's obviously a lower low. So we have to watch out for that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything more I need to touch on, guys. I feel like that's enough for you guys to understand where I'm seeing the market, what I believe is going to happen. I have shared on other videos, you know, where I believe the top is in. I do believe personally that we will get around 140 to 145K. I think that's going to be the top. If it goes higher, great, but I just think that just makes more sense to me based off Elliott waves. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments, message me on Facebook, Instagram. Let me know what you guys want me to cover more of. But I hope you guys got a better insight into why I'm bullish and maybe why you should be if you want to be. Or maybe yeah, maybe you're bearish, and I'd love to know why you're bearish, and just let's have a debate. Let's have an open, honest debate. Anyways, guys, have an amazing day. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.